I do hope you're ready for this one. Holy moly. Holy moly. So let me just get my bearings. I really want to read in this energy because I feel I've just had a very deep experience, a deep conversation, a deep connection that has just the biggest epiphany, like fireworks, like just huge. And I feel like in this movement of energy, I feel very close to the divine. I feel incredibly sensitive. I feel really open, and I want to read on this energy and see what comes through. On the way home from my walk, the song from Florence and the Machine, Heavy in Your Arms, I feel like that is the energy of where you have been, and I'm hoping for this reading that it moves you from this energy. Whew. I would share what the experience was, but I'm still processing. So I just want to use the energy of the process to read on, because I feel like it will bring something really intriguing and really interesting in. And I've never read with this kind of energy because I don't think it's ever happened. So whew, it feels incredibly powerful, and the energy that is available to us at the moment between the eclipses is incredibly potent. There's a lot to, the thawing. Something is thawing out. The drip. I feel like there is a lubrication of the wheels. That's what they're giving me. And the separation card here speaks of seeing all the different aspects of self, seeing all the different characters, seeing yourself more clearly from lots of different perspectives, seeing why things had to happen the way that they happened. You're seeing things from lots of different points of view, and there is an understanding and a flow that is going to start from that. This is the thought. This is the epiphany, is the seeing maybe why you acted a certain way, seeing why things had to be the way that they were, seeing the truth of yourself, seeing across time and space. I'm getting that. Seeing across time and space. You're seeing the different characters, and I'm getting that let me have okay, so there's a letting go. That's what we're starting out with. There's a letting go of the past, letting go of trying to hold everything together. So we've got the High Priestess, we've got the 9 of Coins, and we've got the 10 of Spikes in the reverse. And this, for me, is speaking of a divine connection. To your emotional fulfillment. Like, what I'm getting from this High Priestess card is the peacock energy. That's the first thing that's being illuminated to me, is this flamboyancy, this showing all your, like your fullest expression, your divinity in all its colors. And the swan here with grace, the lotus here. The lotus grows in really murky, muddy water. You have been through so much, but you are at the flower stage. And I feel like there's a stepping forward in regards to your divinity. Your fullest expression is now your emotional fulfillment, and you're letting go of anything that is not that. It's like success for you is your emotional fulfillment, which is your fullest expression. Like, no more hiding, no more playing small, no more. And there's no more ghosts of the past. And you're manifesting. You are in your magician energy. You are seeing your deepest desires, or you will see your deepest desires manifesting. They're asking me to this, yeah. Anything that is no longer serving you is out. You're turning the darkest of energies into love. You're alchemizing. Anything that is stealing your happiness, your joy. You're seeing how you've been doing this to yourself. You've been seeing how you have been sabotaging your own happiness, sabotaging your strength, sabotaging your new beginnings, going after things that don't serve you. That is what you're understanding. You are not, you're not the victim of your circumstances. You are literally creating a pot of gold after every single storm. You are alchemizing every single situation that you have been in, and you are alchemizing that, and you're understanding the true depth of why you were in those situations. And every storm, you're seeing how you created this. I'm just going to get that book because I want to read. They're showing me this Vice card over and over again. They keep pulling my attention back to it. Just bear with me just a second. Ooh, my legs are literally shaking. Where are you? Where are you? Number 15. They want me to read the card. Okay, so do you know the story of Moby Dick? Moby Dick is an American novel that tells of the vengeful quest of Ahab, the captain of a whaling ship who lost his leg to a white whale. Moby Dick on a previous voyage. Descending into madness, Ahab takes his crew on a chaotic mission to hunt and kill the beast who took his leg. No matter the cost, after spotting the whale, he engages in a 3-day violent fight that results in the loss of everyone on the ship except Ishmael, the narrator. Ahab meets his end, tangled in his own harpoon line, the hemp rope wound around his neck as Moby Dick drags him into the ocean depths to his death. Addiction, materialism, the shadow self. Addiction is a difficult thing to manage, and the appearance of the upright Vice card suggests that you feel powerless to control it. You may feel completely out of control, as though your hands are tied, but the reality is you tied them yourself. Your own hopelessness is making you think that you are more trapped than you are. Accept responsibility for your actions and stop this downward spiral, preventing you from being the best version of yourself. God help thee, old man, thy thoughts have created a creature in thee, and he whose intense thinking thus makes him Prometheus, a vulture, feeds upon that heart forever. That vulture, the very creature he creates. We create our own reality, and you have been creating your own suffering. And this is the epiphany. You are seeing things from a completely different perspective. The Wisdom King. Ooh. I'm going to read on that. And also, I'm going to bring up that there's a flip side energy on this Wisdom King. Something about dancing. Bear with me just a second. The Wisdom King indicates that social customs and traditional familiarities, I hate that word, feel suffocating at this moment. It's time to evaluate what's important to you, even if your previously held beliefs and traditions are being called into question. Be true to yourself and recognize when going against the norm might be what your heart really needs right now. Going against the norm. and getting on your dancing shoes. I feel let's have a look. Queen of Pentacles. This is you. This is you. We've got the Ten of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the Queen of Cups. Wow. There is your adventure awaits. Your adventure awaits. This is a new beginning that's out in front of you. You have the world in your hands. This is like literally starting again. Starting from scratch. Wow, this eclipse is going to be freaking huge. I'm smelling coconut oil. It's making me think of holidays, travel. There's something coming in regards to traveling. A holiday, a destination, a getaway. The High Priestess in reverse. You haven't... I feel like you haven't seen this coming, I'm getting. You haven't been passionate about this. You haven't been putting energy towards this. The Tower. If you have been I can't speak. If you have been holding on to anything that's been holding you back, any hurt, any pain, this is being whipped away. The universe is taking it from you. The Tower is bringing the necessary changes to help you be able to leave this behind. Oh, I'm definitely... Something has been really unfulfilling and draining your energy. There's been a lot of false starts. There's been a lot of... I feel like God has been asking you to see. That's what I'm getting from that. God has been asking you to see, and it's almost like you've cut this off. You've not... There's something about... Star in reverse. This has been harming you. I feel like this is... Can I have a clear message in regards to what the High Priestess in reverse, please? What's the High Priestess in reverse? High Priestess in reverse, please. What's that story? High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess in reverse, please tell me. What is this? King of Swords, the cruelty. The cruelty, someone... Cruel. I'm just getting the word cruel. Deceiving. Illogical. Make it clear what is. No, I need to go to here. Hold on just a second. I want to be very clear about what this is, because this is a big energy, and this is the thing that's been harming. This is the thing that's been harming you. I want to make sure that we're getting into that. Please speak to me. Speak to me about the sun in reverse. The sun in reverse, the high priestess in reverse. Speak to me about that story, please. Make it clear. Make it clear. Fear, letting go of fear. Right, I need to go deeper. Excuse me. Okay. So when reverse, remember that trying to fight change never results in stopping it, only delaying the inevitable, which makes things more painful. It might be hard to understand what's happening right now, but you can choose to learn from it. The reverse 10 of spikes can also represent an already past situation, one that might have ended badly, that you are still dwelling on. You need to reevaluate the residual wounds and treat them. Otherwise, you will not be able to heal. It's time to let go of which no longer serves you and begin your recovery. So we're on the money. This past situation that you're seeing from a completely different, it's like having no fear of it, loving it, understanding it. Why was it there? Why did it happen? Why? The word that was coming through me this morning was research. The researching yourself as if you were like a project or a, you know, like study yourself over this week. There's internal studying to do. Study yourself. Be interested in yourself. That's the epiphany. Understand yourself. Why did you act in the way that you did? Why? Understand yourself on a deep level. Vision. Honor yourself. Honor the way that you view yourself. I feel like this honoring is reaching a new depth, a new level of depth, and being able to aim for your highest expression. It's like you're not the hunted, you are the hunter, you know, seeing you. It's like it's a complete 180 flip of you've just been going after the wrong thing because you're not seeing yourself more clearly. Wow. I feel like there's a question that you need to ask yourself over this next week. Why have you been stopping the new beginning? Why? Why have you been stopping the new beginning? Why are you still dwelling on the past? And we've got the 10 of swords in the reverse. It's like in the song, they're playing it in my head again. She says, I was a heavy heart to carry. My love was way down. He took me to the river and he slowly let me drown. My love's a concrete block. My love's an iron ball wrapped around my ankles. I can't remember the next bit. I'm so heavy, heavy in your arms. Like, what is holding you down? What is holding you in that water? What is keeping you in the depths? What is that? What is that? We've got 2 Queen of Pentacles out here. 2. This is confirmation card for you. 2 Queen of Pentacles out here. I'm so heavy, heavy in your arms. Mum. It's mum, isn't it? Mum. Mum, mum, mum. It's something round mum. Not making a decision. Not making a decision. Feeling powerless. Not being able to leave. Not being able to choose. I'm so heavy, heavy in your arms. This will be my last confession. I love you. I can't remember the words. I've literally just listened to it before I came on the... Oh, it feels lighter just singing it. Definitely lighting up the energy. So we've got King of Pentacles coming out sideways. Never quite getting into preparing. Preparing. This is slow moving energy. Preparing. This is what you're preparing for. The Empress. This is what you've been preparing for. This King of Pentacles energy is rising inside you. At the minute, it's still in transition. You're preparing. You're grounding this Empress energy. I'm getting from the Ace of Wands in reverse, the Eight of Pentacles in the upright, and the Justice in the reverse. It feels to me like you haven't felt passion or newness, or you haven't felt that surge of energy, and it's felt like hard work. The situation has felt so unjust to you. Out in the cold, lack. In a situation, whatever this is for you, whatever makes sense, you have been leaving yourself in a state of lack. Out in the cold. And it's literally felt like you've been pushing the car uphill in regards to turning this situation into something that's more balanced. I'm interested, yeah. You're coming out of being stuck in your head. This is maybe something that you have literally been going round and round and round and round about for a very long time, but you're coming out of this energy. This feels unfair. This feels unjust. This feels like everything is wrong. This feels like, you know, I haven't got enough. It feels like I'll never have enough. It's this story that, you know, you haven't got the power, you haven't got the will, you haven't got the motivation. This feels unfair. This is hard work. The Sun in reverse again. This is the thing that's been harming you. See that card? The light shining up it. You've got two suns in reverse. I feel like your self-worth about these things that happened to you in the past are the things that need to change. The Three of Pentacles. This is the time to get all of the parts of you together and make a new decision, make a new map, make a new idea. Tell a new story. Get all the parts of you back together and start seeing things from a different perspective, why they needed to happen, why these different aspects of you needed to play out these different storylines. The father aspect of you, the mother aspect of you, the inner child aspect of you. Sit down and listen to all the different aspects of yourself and make sure every single one of them is heard, and come up with a new plan to help all the parts move forward as one being, a whole being. Let all of the parts of you be heard and seen, and heal those wounds. I'm getting, don't drag any part of you behind. Don't let anyone go unheard. Give yourself the time and space this week to really do your homework, really get to the bottom of all the parts. Spend time, spend energy, spend your time, spend your energy on yourself. Use the energy of the eclipse. Shine light on all the parts of you. I'm not going to use those ones. I'm going to finish. Well, let's have a look and see what comes in with this. The light is fading. Hope you can still see okay. Oh, The energy is so much lighter. Heaven and earth in the reverse. I feel like this is where you have been. Wow. Balance. Can you see that? Masculine and feminine. That is creating balance here on earth, bringing yourself into balance. This is amazing energy. This is where you were and this is where you're going. Wow. That's mad. Oh my God. The energy that I wanted to put through the reading was the epiphany is when a line becomes the circle. And on these cards, you've got a triangle, both in the upright, but because one of the cards is reversed, they're the same way, if that makes sense. And the heaven and earth card has got a line through it, and the masculine and feminine triangle doesn't. It's like when the line becomes the space, the circle. Wow. And they're the same card. Oh my God, the design on the card is exactly the same. What is the odds of that? What is the odds of that? Oh my God. Wow. Oh my God. I don't even know what to do with that. That is, honestly, there's what, I don't know, like 60 odd cards in there. What's the odds of those two coming out? It floors me, these readings. It really does. It floors me, the cards that come out. Wow. Oh my God. The child. Can you see? The child. This is you starting your life again. Wow. And if you've got the Empress card here and you've got the child. So if you are wanting children, I would suggest that freaking hell, now's the time. Wow. Wowzers. I'm just going to get an oracle. If you didn't think that you were in a fertile position, you are absolutely in an extremely fertile position. This is amazing energy. You've got the Empress in the upright and you've got the child card. I can't get over those last three cards. That's insane. Thank you so much, angels, guides, ancestors. Thank you for